Please stick with me just for a couple of minutes because this is going to blow your freaking mind. And I hope you're sitting down because this is really important. As of today, in 3 months, the Daisy Endotech trading algorithms for Forex have made 73.08% profit. Okay, that's 6% a week. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, well, let me show you. Well, of course, obviously past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But let me give you an idea of what that means. First of all, let's reduce it from 6% to 4%. Okay, we've been doing 6% on a consistent basis, but I just want to be a bit more conservative and reduce it to 4% and see what happens compounding weekly, which is what happens in your Daisy account. Let's see what happens to a $100 contribution. So this is a Forex compound calculator. You can see up here, I push that and it turns it into a Forex compound calculator. I'm going to put $100 in here. I'm going to put 4% weekly interest here. And I'm going to put that it's compounding every week because it is. So we're going to have a look at what happens to it in a year and what happens to it in 2 years. Okay, so in a year, you are now at $768.60. Okay, nothing to write home to mother about, but that $100 has just 7x'd for zero work on your part, other than making that initial contribution. But in 2 years, it's actually pretty chunky. It's what, $5,908.36. That $100 you just blew on a meal last Friday with your buddy, or your wife, or your husband, has turned into $6,000. We're talking about $100 here in 2 years, growing to $6,000 based on results that we've actually been doing, that are actually, by the way, verified by Ernst & Young, one of the top 4 accounting companies in the world who are auditing all of the trading that Daisy and Endotech is doing. So this is verifiable stuff. It's not just, I'm not just pulling it out of my, what. Okay, so what if we contributed $500? Right, not 100, let's do $500. Here's the calculator again. I'm going to put $500 in here. It's already set at 4% compounding weekly. And in a year, that $500 is now $3,843.29. Awesome. We've 7x'd your money again. What about in 2 years? Okay, now this is starting to get really serious money. $29,541.82. That's a new car. That's a down payment on a house. That's a chunk of the money towards your kids' college. Or how about this? Just out of debt. How cool would that be? Pay off all the credit cards. That'd be awesome. Okay, so now let's have a look at $1,000 and $5,000. Okay, a little bit more money, but again, we're not breaking the bank here. We're talking about money that you may have in a savings account or maybe sitting as cash in a safe. And let me tell you, if it's in a bank account right now, you're losing money because the minuscule interest you're making is a fraction of the inflation rate that's happening right now. And if it's cash in a safe, then it's just literally dwindling in value. So we're going to have a look at $1,000 and $5,000 and see what happens whilst we apply the 4% weekly interest compounding weekly, again, which is what's happening with this particular trading. In a year, you can probably have a pretty good guess at what it is because we've been 7xing our money. That $1,000 is now $7,686.59. That's good money, right? 2 years. Look at that, $59,083.65. That's a really nice car. An even better college or even bigger down payment on that house, or maybe even, a down payment on a second house. I'm almost too scared to do the 5,000, but I have to tell you, it's the same math as what we did on the 100. The $100 is just a bigger number. So in a year, that $5,000, I put 5,000 in here. Again, we're applying the 4% weekly interest, compounding weekly. And in 1 year, it's $38,432.94. Again, no work other than just making this contribution. And what about 2 years? And as I said, I'm a little scared to do this. But look at that, $295,418.23 in 2 years. 5,000 has become more than $250,000 in 2 years. Again, the same math as we did on the $100. It's really kind of crazy. That's paying off the house. And again, if you had money sitting in the bank or sitting in cash somewhere, it would be almost irresponsible not to do this. Now, one last thing that I do want to talk about before I go is for those who are more conservative, those who are more risk averse, who don't want that contribution of anything from 100 to 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever you want to put in, but don't want it to be at risk for all of those 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years. I totally understand. Okay, but there's a very, very simple strategy that can minimize that risk, but still give you the same fantastic rewards. Because here, look, this is the $1,000 example I showed you, and this is the workings out, if you like, the monthly rewards you're making, and you can see, because you can withdraw your profits anytime you want. You can withdraw them anytime you want. You can see by the 4th or 5th month, you can actually withdraw your initial contribution and leave $1,000 still in there. So now you are risk-free. Now you're playing with the house's money, and you'll still get the same results as I just showed you a couple of minutes ago, but it'll just be 4 months later. So that's a good strategy. That is a very strong strategy for mitigating or reducing your risk. To finish up, this is right here. This trading performance is already happening. It's verified by Ernst & Young, one of the top 4 accounting companies in the world. They are forensically auditing all of the trading that's happening, and you're already in Daisy. All the hard work's been done. It'll literally take you just a few minutes to find a comfortable area where you're at, whether it's, as I say, $100 or a few $1,000s, and it'll take you a few minutes to get going. So please, I implore you, give this a go, even if it's just $100. Pick where you would like to be on this chart. Pick it, okay? And then get back to Miss B or myself, and we'll help you get this done. Please, this is a really, really strong opportunity, and I don't want this to pass you by. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.
Because of volatility, one of the big breakthroughs that Dr. Ann and her team had is how to handle volatile markets and how to stay out of those markets during the most volatile seasons. As a result of that, the AI just hasn't made its move yet in the market. It hasn't been the right time to catch the next big move. So be patient. Over the months to come, we're going to see incredible results with the AI 2.0. But let's talk about the Forex AI. I should have updated this photo because we're now at 75%. I screenshotted this, I think, yesterday or the day before, but it's fully launched in May of 2022. Allows for high frequency trading, averaging 5 to 8% a week or more with the new AI strategies, over 70% profits after the first full 2 months. And we launched the Forex Momentum promotion on June 1st with a goal to crowdfund 100 million USDT into the Forex AI development this year.
Hey, welcome everybody. Good to have you with us today. We are live here in Israel from the Endotech office. We have an amazing call lined up today, some really good information that you don't want to miss. Welcome everybody. We are broadcasting live on YouTube as well. And of course, as always today, we have live interpretation in 10 different languages. So welcome everybody from around the world. Here today with our partners and co-founders, Edward and Ilya. And guys, great to be traveling the world together the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got a huge future ahead of us here at Daisy. Things are really happening right now that are exciting. We're getting ready to really see a turnaround in the crypto AI performance. The Forex is just on fire right now. But the reality is we're building something that has never been built before. We're doing something that has never been done before. And sometimes when you take on those types of journeys, you have to also go through challenges that you've never gone through before. So I know that, you know, in our private conversations, the three of us, there's nothing more important, more valuable to us than you, the community. We realize that we are in this together. We realize that in Daisy, it's a no casualty environment where everybody wins. And that's the mission, and it will continue to go forward. And we've got some great news. So just thank you everyone for believing and standing with us. And we're just excited to share some really powerful information. I think one of the things that makes Daisy different is that we don't build on hype. We don't build on hype. we don't approach anything from the idea of, okay, can we market this? We approach it from one foundation, and it's, is it real, right? Is it real? And then once it's real, then we can build, then we can go. And what's been really good about the journey is we've really, people that build from hype, they build with exaggeration, or they build by creating a picture of one thing that may be different from the reality. Those type of marketers don't fit in Daisy. They don't do well in Daisy, because we're just, Daisy's so real and honest and raw that if you're trying to market with hype, you got to kind of keep your people away from the Daisy message, because we're very honest and transparent, right, in everything that we do. And I think that's a good thing, because we've laid this foundation with leaders that really want to be a part of something real. They're not looking for something that's short and move on to the next, move on to the next. We're going to build our roots deep, and we're going to see this project go all the way to the end. Of course, guys, today we're going to talk about what's happening right now in the Forex AI. It's mind-blowing. It's explosive. We have one of the most powerful stories in the industry right now. And let's talk about what's happening right now. We want to really make sure on today's call that everyone just understands what's happening right now with Daisy. Because if you're not involved yet with the Forex crowdfunding, you need to be. This is just incredible what's taking place. This was in our roadmap from the very beginning. Guys, you can see the weekly, just look at the weekly breakdown starting with April the 12th, and you can see just the compound effect from 5% in week 1 all the way to 111% as of August the 5th in the Forex side. And this is just exciting. In fact, the industry's buzzing right now. So the word is out. People are joining the Forex momentum promotions that we have right now. At record numbers. We had over 20 new pace setters last month around the world in Daisy, and momentum is picking up, and it's really, really exciting. And you can see the monthly breakdown as well on that Forex performance, 111% as of the beginning of this week with the Forex. And so this is just exciting. This is something that everybody, while we've had some challenges on one side, and you've heard today from Dr. Anna, we are moving beyond those challenges. We're going to see the power of that crypto AI taking place. But right now in the Forex trading, the results are there. The performance is there. And this is something that everyone should be excited about. Everyone should be involved with. And it's just been incredible to see that and to be a part of that. So we want to make sure and invite you to really participate. If you're not yet involved in the crypto course, and we understand that, and that a lot of people said, hey, what about the crypto? We don't want to contribute to the Forex until we see performance over here. We understand that. But at the same time, you don't want to miss out on what's happening right now because there is a fire. There is a momentum right now happening in Daisy as a result of this Forex performance that really is a dream come true. And if you're not involved yet, or maybe you've put your toes in and you're saying, okay, should I really go all in with the Forex side of the crowdfunding? The answer is absolutely yes. We've got a promotion that's happening right now in the month of August. You want to take full advantage of this performance because the results are absolutely incredible. So let's talk very quickly about, first of all, the Forex Momentum Packs. The Forex Momentum Packs allows you to contribute where 90% of your contribution goes into live trading. And you still get the same amount of equity that you get if you contribute to the regular tier in Forex. And the way this works is it begins at tier 5. And so if you are a tier 5 member in Forex, you can actually purchase a tier 5 momentum pack. And that tier 5 momentum contribution, again, 90% goes into live trading, and you still get the full equity that you get with the tier 5 contribution. A tier 6 member, of course, can contribute to a tier 5 momentum pack and now a tier 6 momentum pack. A tier 7 member can contribute to momentum packs for tier 5, 6, and 7. And for our tier 10 members out there, you can contribute to as many of the momentum packs as you choose for tiers 5 through 10. There's no limit to that. So this is powerful. We've seen a real influx of momentum just from this one promotion alone from the momentum pack. So here's another way to look at it. If you're a tier 5 member, 70% of your tier 5 contribution went into live trading. If you add the tier 5 momentum pack, which is 90%, and you put the two together, you now have a total of 80% of your contributions that are in live trading. So instead of 70%, you now have a total of 80% in live trading. And I think the best part is you still get the full equity that you would have gotten, that you get with the original tier purchase contribution. So very, very, very powerful opportunity. We've never seen this before in Daisy, where you can actually have 90% of your contribution going into live trading. And we know that there's going to be thousands of people at the Coca-Cola Arena. We're going to make history at that event. We're going to make some announcements at that event. It's going to be incredible. So we hope that you'll plan right now to join us in Dubai on February 22nd and 23rd. We'll put a slide up in a moment that show you how you can reserve your seats for that event. But Daisy is just getting started. 2022, the next half of this year is going to be just incredible. The last 4 months of this year, 5 months are going to be just incredible. And as we go into 2023 together, we just know we're going to go in with a lot of momentum. So let's close out with the event in Dubai, February 21st and 22nd. You can go to toldyousO2023.com. You can reserve your ticket for this event. This is going to be a game changer. We've got some incredible things prepared and lined up. And we are taking Daisy all the way to the top, and we hope to see you there. So thank you, everyone, for joining us here today.